Okay, so this is the instructional video on how to take the impressions, and this is what you receive with the kit. So once we receive the kit, we're gonna measure our trays in our mouth without the impression material, just to make sure the size is right. This is the upper. You're gonna flare out your lips like that and make sure the tray and fits on the center. Like your teeth and your gums should be center on the tray. You're gonna breathe like this. Inhale and exhale deep. This is the lower. It has an opening for the tongue. The tongue, you're gonna lift it up, point it up, or lift it during the time you have the impression material inside your mouth. Okay, so as you see, I'm lifting the tongue, and you're gonna keep your tongue lifted for the time the impression material is in your mouth. It's gonna be for 5 minutes, okay? And during the time you take the impression, you're gonna breathe normally deep, okay? We're gonna mix both parts for the upper impression. It comes with a white and orange part. Sometimes it may come in a different colors, but it's 2 parts for the upper, okay? So we're gonna take the parts and we're gonna put and set a timer for 1 minute, because we have 1 minute to mix it, okay? If you get over the 1 minute mixing it, you're over the time and the impression is gonna start setting up and it's not gonna be good. So if you have it mixed in a neutral color, even color before the 1 minute, stop the timer and put the impression material on the tray, okay? As you can see on this video, I must have it on an even color before the 1 minute, and that's good. You don't have to wait the minute once you have it as an even color, okay? So I keep on mixing it. We roll it up once we mix it all together, and we're gonna put it on the impression tray. The upper, we're gonna do the upper first. So we just lay it over the tray without pressing too much. Remember the pressure, you're gonna do it in your mouth. We're just gonna mold it around the surface of the tray on the inner part, and the pressure, you do it in your mouth. So we open wide, we center our teeth and our gum tissue on the tray, and then we press with our hands without biting down. We press with our hands, and whatever excess we get from the holes on the tray after we press, we're gonna press those that excess material onto the tray to kind of like fold the material around in a way that when we take the tray out of our mouth, it's not gonna rip or crack or anything like that, and everything is compacted. Okay, so we start the watch for 5 minutes. The timer has to be 5 minutes. The material is gonna be 5 minutes in your mouth. And as you can see, I'm pressing the excess material that came out from the holes on the tray. And that'll create a retention. So when I take it out, it won't rip off or crack, okay? Breathe, inhale and exhale deep. Like you hear this sound. You're gonna breathe like that. Wrap your lips around the tray. You can pull them out and wrap them around. Once you have the tray in position, don't move it anymore. Just keep it on the same place. Don't move it so the impression is well detailed. Okay? Inhale and exhale deep like this. You're gonna be able to breathe through your nose and through your mouth, okay? If you feel like saliva coming out, lean your head on a sink for the saliva to come out, okay? Inhale and exhale deep. We're gonna wait 5 minutes. Just like you hear this sound when I breathe, that's the way you got to breathe. When you breathe like that, it'll help you relax. And just in case you feel like gagging or something, like on the upper part, we have the uvula, the little hanging thing. So when you put pressure, if the material touches the uvula, you're gonna feel like gagging. So inhaling and exhaling deep like this, it'll help you relax and you won't feel like gagging anymore. So just remember to keep breathing during the 5 minutes. We're like halfway right now. 2 minutes, almost halfway. Okay, so just keep breathing and just keep holding the impression in place without moving it. Once you already press the impression onto your teeth and gums, don't move it anymore. We're just gonna wait the 5 minutes and you're just gonna hold it from the it has like a holder on the, like I'm holding it right now. Okay, it has a handle to hold it, so just hold it and breathe. Just like you hear this sound. We just hold it in place without moving it once we have it already in place, like I said, and we wait the 5 minutes. Okay, remember to put the stopwatch, the timer, to set it at the beginning, okay, for 5 minutes. Keep breathing. Nothing happens. If you see I didn't use any gloves because the impression is going to be for you. So you're going to take it yourself. You don't need any gloves for that, okay? So I'm not using any gloves just to show you that the impressions are for me at this time. I'm taking it for you so you know how to take it. And I'm not using any gloves because it's for myself. Okay, so we're almost on the time. A little bit over 3 minutes right now. Okay, keep breathing. Just like you hear this sound. We're almost there. Let's look at the timer. Let's see. Okay, for a little bit over 4 minutes. So almost there, 4 minutes and a half. Okay, I took out my hand from the handle because it's almost set. So once it's already set, we're gonna tilt our head to the sink and we're gonna clean the excess saliva. Keep breathing. Almost there. Keep breathing. Almost there. There you go. Let's stop the clock and let's take it out. We're going to take our fingers and feel the sides and pull it down from both sides at the same time. And we spit the excess saliva. Okay? And then, as you can see, everything is well detailed. If you didn't move it during the process, it has to be well detailed. Okay? So we're going to rinse off the excess saliva from the impression. And once we rinse it, we're going to grab a napkin and lay it on top of the napkin to distill the excess saliva and the water so it dries out. Okay, so everything came out good. So we lay it over the napkin like that, okay? Now we are ready for the lower impression. We set the timer. We're going to set it for 1 minute once we mix both parts of the material. Everything is going to be marked as lower or upper. 2 parts for the lower, 2 parts for the upper, okay? So now here I'm getting the second part of the lower impression, okay? Once I have both materials in my hand, I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute and start mixing it. Remember, once you have an even color, you're going to stop the wash. You don't need to wait 1 minute. If you pass the minute, the impression is not going to be good because it's going to start setting up and it's going to harden up. and it's not gonna be good. So if you get the even color, mixing it before the 1 minute, stop it and mold it onto the impression tray. Okay, I'm almost done, and I'm gonna have it mix in an even color before the 1 minute. Okay, so I keep mixing it. It's an even color already. Now this one, we're gonna roll it up, because remember, the lower tray has a space for the tongue. So we're gonna make like a burrito, and we're gonna roll it around the tray, not over the open spot for the tongue, okay? Just around the shape of the tray, okay? Don't press too much, just shape it around. Remember the pressure, you'll do it in your mouth. Keep your tongue in between the space, lift it up, okay? Lift your tongue up like that. Press down both sides at the same time. Don't try to bite onto the tray. You press with your hands both sides at the same time. We set the timer for 5 minutes once we have the tray inside our mouth, okay? Like you see, I'm pressing both sides at the same time, and I'm lifting the tongue in the center, lifting it up, okay? I'm not bringing the tongue down. I'm gonna have it lifted for the 5 minutes that we have the tray inside our mouth, okay? Once we have it in place, don't move it anymore, and hold it with your hand. Just get it from the handle. Inhale and exhale deep. This movement I'm doing with the hand is just to show you how to breathe. Inhale and exhale deep like that. If you feel saliva coming out, lean your head on the sink. This happens most of the time on the lower part. So if you feel saliva, get a napkin to clean the excess saliva, okay? Just keep it around your mouth and clean the excess saliva during the 5 minutes, and just keep waiting for the 5 minutes. Let's wait for the time. Just hold it in place. Keep breathing. Remember, breathing deep and exhaling deep helps you relax, and you won't feel any gagging. Not every person feels like gagging. I'm just telling you, just in case you're feeling. Inhale and exhale deep, and that'll help you relax, okay? And you won't feel gagging anymore. We're almost down to 2 minutes. So keep on holding it in place. Don't move it. Try not to push it with your tongue, okay? Keep your tongue lifted, but don't push the tray. Just keep it in the same spot once you have it already pressed, okay? Let's keep on waiting. Keep breathing. We're down to 2 minutes. Keep breathing. Okay. I'm not cutting the video and making it short, just in case you want to do the impressions together with me. Clean the excess saliva if you feel like saliva coming out, and keep holding it in place, okay? There it is in place right now. And let's keep on waiting and keep breathing. Like I said, I'm making this sound to show you how to breathe, okay? Inhale and exhale deep. Let's look at the time. 2 minutes and a half. Almost 3 minutes. Okay. You can hold the napkin on your chin, under your lips, for the lower part if you feel like saliva coming out, okay? We're down to a little bit over 3 minutes. If you don't want to like dry the excess saliva with a napkin, like I said, you can lean your head on a sink to let the saliva come out, okay? For me, it's better to hold it and dry it with a napkin, okay? Hold the napkin on my chin, and it's just better to try to like dry out the saliva. Keep breathing. Let's look at the time. Keep breathing. Let's see the time. Almost a little bit over 4 minutes. Almost done. Keep breathing. Remember not to stop breathing during the 5 minutes. You got to keep breathing deep during the 5 minutes through your nose or mouth or both parts at the same time, nose and mouth. Okay, however feels more comfortable for you. Almost done. Okay, keep breathing. We almost take it out. Once we're down to the 5 minutes, we stop the clock and we take it out. Remember to use both hands and put your fingers inside on the and pull it from the edge of the impression trace. You'll see in a moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, we lean our head. We pull it from both sides at the same time. As you can see, I'm doing it. There you go. Pull it out and spit the excess saliva. Everything well detailed. Spit the excess saliva. And then we're going to rinse it, okay? Everything came out perfectly because I keep the tongue lifted on the center. We rinse it off. And then we lay it on the napkin where we put the upper impression, okay? So we lay it on the napkin. There you go. So just like that. Everything well detailed. And this is the shade guide that you're going to receive. This shade guide, you can take each color out and try to put it against your teeth with the help of a mirror. You're going to grab a mirror, put it against your teeth, each one of the colors, and try to see which one matches the rest of your teeth color. And that's the color we're going to put on the instructions. On the papers you're going to receive, the paperwork, we're going to write down that shade that we picked up from the from the shade guide, okay?